Why, hi there. I've got your astrological forecast and spiritual guidance for the week ahead beginning today, May the 17th. This week's video is entitled Love in the Afternoon. Hi there, my name's Kat, coming to you from the Soul Sister channel. We're actually going to talk a lot about using the Venus and Cancer energy this week. But to let you know, there's a lot going on. It's like a cluster, you know what, out there with the energy this week. We have lots of sign shifts. We have 4 planets changing signs. I'm going to have to read some of it. Today we have Mercury moving into Gemini. Tomorrow we have Mars moving into Taurus, and then our friend Venus moving into Cancer, which is one I want to talk to us about this week. And then on Wednesday, we have the Sun moving into Gemini. So lots and lots of energy shifts, lots of discordant energy going on in the outer world and also in our inner world. So I want to give us something to focus on this week, kind of a continuation from last week, actually. Venus and Cancer. Let's talk this week about tuning in on our relationships, which is Venus, and our relationship with our home, which is Venus and Cancer, okay? Last week we talked about how to work with our job, our relationships, and getting our home space cleared up. We're going to continue on with that this week, but this week we're focusing specifically on our relationships and our home and what we need to do to get those in alignment with who we truly are and what we truly need to be at peace. And that is so important. I keep harping on it, but the outer world is becoming more and more discordant as these energies are fighting for balance. And we can see it. And it's going to continue as we move from the Piscean energy into the Aquarian energy. So for us personally, we need to have that anchor. We need to have that anchor in a good, healthy, strong relationship or relationships. And we need to have a good, strong, healthy, sacred space, home space. And that's what we need to be continuing to focus on this week. We have great energy to get our work done. We have all the universal support behind us to get our shit together and get our home together and our relationships together so we can weather this chaotic energetic storm that we're moving through. And as I said, it's just going to get worse before it gets better. So we need to be prepared by having a safe, quiet, peaceful space that we can come back and regroup in. So first of all, let's talk about the space. How are we doing decluttering? Our space is a reflection of who we are. So if our place is full of shit and clutter and everything, it just reflects our inside thoughts and what's going on in our inner world, which is a bunch of clutter and shit and bullshit as well. So get our space. I want us to find a sacred space in our home, a chair, a corner, whatever, that we can go to and we can take our 3 deep cleansing breaths and we can do our affirmation or whatever meditation we'd like to do that will help us quiet and center and come back into balance. We need to have this now moving forward. With the craziness going on in the outer world, we need to be able to come back to our sacred space, to who we truly are, to be able to come home to that. So create a sacred space. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's just somewhere where we can go and come back to center and come back to peace. So work on that this week. A little space in our house for us to center, balance, align, and center again, as well as cleaning the shit up. Because as I said last week, we can't manifest the life of our dreams if we have all this clutter piled on top of it. Can't find it. Universe can't even find it. So let's continue with our spring cleaning and let's create a sacred space. Relationships, another Venus energy. How are our relationships? Are they strong? Are they nurturing and supporting us? If not, what do we need to do? Do we need to have a good heart-to-heart with our partner and really be honest? Have we done that yet? Do we need to go to the next step and maybe go into some counseling to help us and our partner work out our differences and come into some balance and alignment? Do we need to release a relationship because it is no longer, if it ever did, support and nurture us? We need to be working on this week too. Again, the universe is energy, is supporting us and supporting our work, making our relationships strong and healthy. We're going to need them too to hold on to as the shit continues to hit the fan in the outer world. So, if we come from this whole discordant outer world to a home that's full of clutter and crap, and to a toxic relationship, we have no chance of survival, you guys. We are not going to make it through this shift. So we have to be responsible for ourselves and create an environment that supports and nurtures us. Because we all have a specific job to do during this transition. Have we figured out what it is yet? We can keep working on that too this week. But those are the two things. Really work on cleaning up our space and creating a special sacred space in our home for us. Clean up our relationships. Do we have to forgive someone? Do we have to apologize? Do we have to mend fences? Be responsible for ourselves and our actions and do what we need to do to make our relationships healthy and strong again. And it might be we need to let some of them go because they are holding us back from fulfilling our own life, fulfilling our own dream, keep us from fulfilling our own purpose. So let's work on that this week. Let's make sure we take time every day to quiet and center with our higher self, no matter what that looks like. I have the 3 deep cleansing breaths, and I also have the Taurus affirmation for us this week that we'll get into right after this, that you can take with us. And like I said last week, they bring us back. These tools bring us back into balance alignment like that, just like that. So we can make a healthier, more aligned reaction, decision, response. So Saturday, I forgot about Saturday. Let's look. Saturday, Saturday the moon's in Virgo, but our friend Venus in Cancer, she has not such a hot relationship with Pluto and Aquarius. So I would say on Saturday, don't try to surprise our boo. Don't try to surprise our partner, friends, or family. Let's stick to what we know, the tried, the true, the Cancer energy, the home cooked meal, getting together and doing that. But don't try anything new or out of the norm, because it won't be received very well, I don't think, on Saturday. Stay close to home. Okay, well, that's the week ahead, our work to do. Let's get started like we always do by becoming balanced, aligned, and connected with our higher selves. We'll take our 3 deep cleansing breaths, then we'll say our Sun in Taurus affirmation. One more time. I am worthy. I am loved. I am abundant. When I come from love, abundance, and gratitude, I can see clearly. We'll say the affirmation together. We'll stay in this space of white light, connected with our higher selves for just 5 seconds. Let's say the affirmation together. I am worthy. I am loved. I am abundant. When I come from love, abundance, and gratitude, I can see clearly. Good one, good one. Just say that one more time. Next week we'll start on our Sun in Gemini affirmation. So these are two good tools. Keep those in our back pocket, like I always say. They will help us out in a time of need. They're always there to help us. All right. Have a great week. Come see me at Soul Sister Cat. I do daily inspirational oracle messages as well as very interesting and quirky memes that kind of get us to think outside the box. And they can also help guide and direct us if we're a little lost and need some input. Also, don't forget to check out the Soul Sister channel. I put out new videos every Sunday at 10 a.m. to work with the energy in the week ahead to help us create that life that we want, that life of our dreams. And don't forget the keynote of the Soul Sister channel, because it is the magic elixir to all of life. Life is lived, everyone, from the inside out. Make it a great week. Shore up those relationships. Finish that spring cleaning. Create your sacred space so you can have love in the afternoon. Namaste.